Start with the live preview here in just a few minutes. Wanted to go ahead and make sure that I got you guys hooked up on Restream. You can view, of course, here on my Facebook page, or you can view it on my YouTube channel, whichever one you choose. Or if you are a registered bidder online, if you've not already done that, if you'll go ahead and hop on over to bid.horseauctionsusa.com, you can go ahead and get registered to bid, and you can also watch it there. I'm actually going to hop over there right now and get that stream started for you guys, and we'll be ready to start here in just a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started with the preview in about 5 minutes. If you guys want to go ahead and start clearing the arena and get lined up. I might be a little bit loud for it.
I can hear you pretty good.
Okay. I can't tell because of the echo back here. I can't tell if it's okay or not. Thank you. Hey, will you holler and let me know what the hip numbers are? Okay. Yeah, this is perfect.
You got about 5 minutes, you said. I'm going to go run and get a catalog.
Yep. Hey, you can, well, I was going to say you can have this one, but I ain't got nothing to read out of if I give you this one. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of 2 previews. We'll do another preview in the morning for ones that couldn't make it today for you guys to be able to see what's going on. This is just going to be a little bit of just a taste of what we got here. You can kind of see the ones that want to come in and ride around. We'll let you know their hip numbers, what you're looking at, that kind of thing. Give you a different view and perspective. There's some of these, of course, as you looked online, they didn't have videos and that kind of thing. That way you guys can kind of watch them move around and make a good judgment on what you're buying. The tax sale will be this evening at 7 p.m. I will not have it on the bid site for you guys to watch, but I will have it on Restream Live for you guys to watch. The sale starts tomorrow at 12 noon. The second preview, or tomorrow's demo, however you want to word it, it'll be in the morning at 10:30. So it'll start at 10:30. It'll run till about 11:30, and then we'll start the sale at noon. If you guys have not already registered to bid, if you'll go on over to bid.horseauctionsusa.com, go ahead and get that done. That way, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I can help you with your questions prior to the horse sale. Once the sale starts tomorrow, there's really not a good way for me to answer the phone and answer your questions. So if you do have questions, that kind of thing, you can get to me. You can get to me today, and I'll be more than happy to help you or walk you through anything that you have questions with. So give us just a few minutes, and we will be ready to go. Thank you guys for hopping on with us. We are here live in the beautiful Dublin, Georgia. It is very warm here today, but it is a beautiful day. I think the sun's going to cooperate with us pretty good where you guys can see the preview good. The little dog's not for sale, so just go ahead. Just don't even worry about him. He's just out here traveling around. So give us just a few minutes and we'll get started, okay? Guys, we're about to get started. Yep. We're about to get started right here. Give us just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are riding in the preview, the camera view is from just a few feet at the end of the bridge all the way back over to where you guys come in. So if you guys will use this end of the arena to where everybody at home can see you good, we would greatly appreciate it. Here we have hip number 5. This is Whoopin' Ride. He is a 34-inch, 6 or 7-year-old. He's cute, and he is a round gelding. He is precious. He's gray, and without his winter coat, he's actually an iron gray. He's very gentle and good for the farrier. He will ride with or without a saddle. He also leads, loads, and ties great. Again, this is hip number 5, Whoopin' Ride. This is a super cute little pony, guys. Hello. Okay, thank you. All right, bye. Again, he's just 34 inches tall. He's a 6 or 7-year-old. He's cute. He's iron gray without his winter hair. He'll ride with a saddle or without a saddle. He leads, loads, and ties great. And that's Whoopin' Ride, hip number 5. Next, coming in the ring, we have hip number 8. This is Whiskey. Whiskey is an 18-year-old who stands 15 one-hands tall, and he is a gelded mule. He has literally been there and done that, from walking the kids double. He loads like a dream, ties for hours, stands for a bath or to be clipped all over. Even inside of his big floppy ears, he doesn't mind those clipped either. Kids have climbed all over him and under him. Whiskey cannot be bothered by vehicles or dogs, and he has been ridden just as much in town as he has in the woods. He will cross bridges, ditches, and water. Although he will lope with some persuasion, Whiskey's favorite thing is to walk. He loves to take it nice and slow. So feel free to enjoy your afternoon beverage and a snack while you're enjoying a gentle and safe trail ride. He is one for the whole family to enjoy. Whiskey does have some knots on his knees and does require shoes on the front if being ridden more than just around the yard or the pasture. My farrier looks forward to seeing him every 8 weeks because Whiskey is the best client. Whether he's getting shoes in the front or just a trim, he stands like a true Southern gentleman. Whiskey will sell as is and comes with a current Coggins and health certificate. Again, his hip number is 8 and his name is Whiskey. Coming in now, we have hip number 10. This is Hank, and he is pretty. He's an 8-year-old mule. He's been on several trail rides. He's crossed the river, I can't talk today, at Whetstone and has been on wagon train rides. He stands on a tie line and for the farrier. As you can see in the pictures, all of the family has ridden him, and he is pretty well rounded. He's up to date on all of his vaccines and his Coggins, and he was vet checked just this month. Again, that is hip number 10, and this is Hank. Guys, he's a very pretty mule. He's got a good soft eye. He's a John mule, and he's just an 8-year-old. Next coming in is hip number 9. Next in, we have hip number 9. This is Molly. She is a 10-year-old mare mule, and she rides and she drives. For those of you who are riding in the preview, if you will stay on this end of the arena so you can stay in the camera view for the people at home. Again, this one is hip number 9. This is Molly. She's a 10-year-old mare mule. She rides and she drives. Coming in now is hip number 13. This is Oreo. He is a 13-year-old at Pony Gildan. He stands 12-3 hands, and he is stout. He stands to be saddled and unsaddled. He stands to be mounted and unmounted, and to be groomed also. He loads and unloads very well. He has been rode many miles on the trail and can go all day long. He has done play day events in the arena also. He has been used to rope and tag new calves. He has been rode now by a 6-year-old boy for the past 2.5 years. Before he was a lesson pony, Oreo is just an amazing pony that will do anything that you ask. Again, he is hip number 13, and his name is Oreo. This is a cute little pony here, guys. Honestly, his pictures and his videos did not do him any justice. He's really, really cute in person. Here we have hip number 15. This is Sands Hollywood Gold. He is by Sand Acre Dock Hickory and out of Old Leo Freckles Gold. Check out, I said he, it's a little filly. Check out this little filly. She was foaled May the 13th of 22. This girl is bred the very best, and she has her whole life ahead of her. You can go in any direction that you would like to take with her. Start her the way that you want. This is lot number 15, and this is Sands Hollywood Gold. She's a pretty little filly, guys. She's really shapy. She's got a nice hip on her and a pretty head, too. Again, she was foaled May the 13th of 22. Coming in now is hip number 26. This is Ladybug. She is a 16-year-old Hackney pony mare. She stands for the farrier to be tied, loads, and backs off the trailer nicely. She also stands to be tacked. She trail rides alone or in a group, and she's not a dominant mare. She is about in the middle of the pecking order. No kick, no buck, no rear, and a super sweet lady. Sometimes you need a little feed to catch her, but that's all it takes. She is patterned on the barrels and does the poles nicely. She would make an excellent step-up pony for rodeo or timed events also. She has always gone barefoot, and that has never bothered her, no matter what surface she has been ridden on. She is about 53 inches tall. She is short enough for the young kids that are intimidated, but she's big enough that a small adult can jump on her and ride when needed. Again, that's hip number 26, and that's Ladybug. Coming in next is hip number 18. This is Atlas. Atlas is a 16-year-old Tennessee walking horse gelding. Painted with the most beautiful markings, he has solid feet and legs. This big boy definitely has more woe than go. He will get into a trot if you absolutely make him, but he is happier at a slow, steady pace. Intermediate kids safe. Definitely a family or a husband horse. Crawl all over this boy. He'll be just fine with that. He will stand there. They have loved Atlas, but it's time for him to find a new family. Hip number 18, this is Atlas. He is marked up pretty, guys. I honestly haven't seen him gate any. This has kind of been his MO right here all day. He's been pretty quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the color on this one. This one is hip number 31. This is Smoke, and he is a 15 one-hand blue roan gelding and just a 3-year-old, or he's coming a 3-year-old, June the 3rd. He's out of registered stock, but he will be selling grade. Smoke has been lightly started as a long yearling and rode extensively as a 2-year-old by an 8-year-old boy. He has been ridden many miles on the trails across the southeastern United States. He has been in parades, trail ridden at the chuck wagon races in Arkansas. He is easy to catch and tack up, and he's very pleasant to be around. Smoke has been adult ridden in the past 3 months and has developed a very nice, soft handle. Been working on neck reining, roping circles, and backing. This is his first time being considered for sales. He has no lumps, no bumps, or scars of any kind. This colt has been raised by the gentleman that's riding him. He'll stand behind him, whatever kind of guarantee you want to write. He will sign it, and he sells 100% sound. Again, his hip number is 31. He is Smoke, and he is a blue roan.
Hey, he's been riding for 2 years. He's just coming to 3, but he's been riding for a year and a half. The only reason he's here is because we had a split up.
He said this colt's been ridden since he was a long yearling. He said he's been ridden for the last year and a half. He said the only reason that he was even being considered to be sold is because there was a split up, and he was here today because of that reason. That's a nice, nice colt. Just a 3-year-old, guys. For you guys at home, I know you guys can't see what he's doing right here, but he's actually he just mounted him off of the rail over here. This is a super nice colt, guys. Super, super nice colt. Guys, if you're looking for one that is pretty, that will turn heads, and that is different, this is him. He is hip number 28, and his name is Omar. He's an 11-year-old gelding, and he stands right around 16 hands. He's been mostly used for trail riding all over the Southeast. He has seen cows in his life, along with doing some ranch work. Omar will bathe, clip, and even stands quietly for the farrier. He pastures well with any other horses. He is the first one to meet you in the pasture, day or night. He'll be the first one to load in any type of trailer. He has the best personality that you'll find on any horse, and he is the guy that you do not want to miss out on. And guys, I don't think I've ever seen one that just has one black sock. He is very uniquely marked up. He's pretty, he's stout. This is a nice gelding. Again, he's hip number 28, and it's Omar. That's what I told him. He's super cool. And I even told this gentleman earlier, I know this gentleman personally, so I kind of favor his stuff anyway. But I told him earlier, the pictures and the videos that was sent in on him do him absolutely no justice. That is a pretty, pretty animal, guys. Very pretty. Again, for you guys at home, that's hip number 28, and that is Omar. Here we have hip number 58. This is Rip, is his barn name. He is a registered gelding. He's a 16-year-old, and his registered name is Street Corner Symphony. He is out of High Rolling Texan by Just a Lady Pat. He turned 16 in January of this year. He's 15'1" or 15'2" hands tall. He's a gray gelding. He goes back to Easy Jet on the top and the bottom. He is branded on the left hip with a LG. He's a solid 2D barrel horse when legged up and runs off right or left. He has been running right for a while. 1 or 2D pole horse also. Rip has no alley issues and can get a little. He has no alley issues and can get a little excited at the gate. He starts dancing a little. He comes out of the run super quiet. He's not the kind of horse that needs to be exhibition, maybe just a walk or trot to see the inside of the pen. He's been used as a team roping horse on the head side, and he's an absolutely amazing trail horse. Nothing bothers him. He loads, he clips, he bathes, he ties, he stands for the farrier, he hauls well, eats and drinks good on the road. He has been ridden by children from 6 to 8, and they handle him and can ride him. He does crib, though. He appears to have done it his whole and entire life, and it is easily controlled with a properly fitted collar. His collar will go with him if he is sold. His teeth were checked on 329 and also had a Coggins pulled. Again, that's hip number 58, and that is Street Corner Symphony, a.k.a. Rip. You're good. Coming in now is hip number 40. This is Sandhill Gunpowder. He is by FF Sandhill out of RT Gunplay and Score. This is a mare. She's a coming 4-year-old. She stands 15 or 15-1's hands. She's an AQHA filly. She stands for the farrier, stands to be clipped, tied, cross ties, and to be tacked and mounted. She loads and unloads with ease. This girl is really gritty and loves to work cattle. She has been shown lightly in ranch rail. She's placed 9th out of 42 horses in the state of Alabama 2022 show and ranch class, which was her 5th time in the show pen. She has been shown in halter, showmanship, western pleasure, walk trot, ranch trail, and trail classes also. She has done a few sortings and done a few clinics and will trail ride in a group or out alone. This filly has carried flags at the local fair. She works off leg cues. She rides in a snaffle or a bosal and doesn't have a big motor. She is super cute to look at also. And once she gets to know you, she will be super sweet and pretty easy to get along with. She is branded with the Tim Zibble brands. She is also eligible for the APHA and Pinto papers. She has a big belly spot. This filly would not be listed. The reason being is because the program that she has been in is tailored for pleasure and ranch horses, and this lady needs a job in the cutting or sorting cattle industry. Again, she is hip number 40. It's Sandhill Gunpowder.
She'll eat a cow. She literally loves cows.
Guys, she said that she absolutely loved cows and she would absolutely eat a cow up. And she is very easy on the eyes. This mare is put together very well. She's very pretty. She's been very easy to be around all day. She's ridden her around. This has been her MO all day long. This is a very well put together mare. She'll be doing the flags here in just a little bit, guys. She's a nice mare, honey. Thank you for bringing a good one.
Hey, we just got here. I have a little mini pony. Do I need to bring him and walk him out?
You can if you want to, or you can do it in the morning. We have another preview in the morning also, so it's up to you. And it's not mandatory either, so it's up to you, babe. Whatever you want to do, you
You want to
can.
walk him around, Jackson? I don't.
Say that again. 30. Yeah, if you want to bring him now, you can just get in line back there
Okay.
if you want to, honey. Coming in now is hip number 30, and this is Hot Shot. He is a coming 5-year-old who stands 14 hands, and he's an Appaloosa cross gelding. Between his stocky build and unique color, Hottie turns heads everywhere he goes. Hottie is very sweet and an easy guy. He has no bad habits in the barn, goes out happily with a mixed herd, and is an easy keeper. He is the type of horse that builds a bond with his person. He has gentle ground manners and will cuddle up to you once he gets to know you. He loves the trails and will go anywhere that you point him, whether it's down steep banks, through water, and maneuvers easily through rocky terrain, crosses bridges, and is basic traffic safe. He will trail ride all day, and he will go on if he is asked. He will lead, he will follow, or he will go out alone. Also, he will go away from groups if he's asked to. Hottie loads on the trailer as very well also. He rides English and Western. His gaits are very smooth. He will walk, trot, canter. He knows his leads, popped over basic small fences, has a beautiful jump and a lovely stride. He has a good whoa button and is very soft in your hands and extremely handy. He is still learning to collect into the frame, but he is extremely close to being finished. He has a lot of potential to go in any direction that you would ask him to go in, and he is extremely athletic. Again, this is hip number 30. This is Hot Shot, a.k.a. Hottie. I'm sorry, guys. They're riding out of the frame. I tried to tell them to ride up here, but they're not doing it. So. Very dusty, isn't it? My teeth are feeling crunchy.
Y'all are in the corner. Y'all mind camping over there? We're gonna move y'all over. They're the plug.
Guys, again, for you that just jumped on, this is lot number 30. This is Hot Shot. Coming in now is hip number 51. This is Dumas Southern Comfort. He goes by the name of Rooster. He is a double registered Tennessee walking horse and a spotted saddle horse. 12-year-old, and he's a black and white Tobiano gelding. He's broke for the whole family. He's gaited, but he has more woe than go. Super gentle, 15 hands, beginner safe guy. He has no bad habits, stands for mount and dismount, loads and unloads easy, no kick or buck, traffic safe, and has lots of miles camping and trail riding. He's been through the mountains and rivers. He crosses those with ease. He stands great on a tie line, and he's good with other horses. Again, this is lot number 51. This is Dumas Southern Comfort, a.k.a. Rooster. And boy, is he pretty to look at, guys at home. Whew. And he's ridden him all around today. I've watched him ride around all over the place today. He's never offered to make the first mistake. Coming in now is lot number 29. This is Jax. Jax is a 13-year-old. He stands 15 hands, and he is a registered Tennessee walking horse gelding. Black is an ace of spades, might I add. He has been trail ridden extensively in North Carolina and South Carolina on many different trail rides. He's an easy keeper, easy to catch, easy to load, and sells 100% sound. He is up to date on all vaccines, Coggins, and his feet. Again, that's lot number 29, and this is Jax. He's hitting a good little lick, too. Guys, his papers and stuff are posted online. I don't have them right here in front of me, or else I would read you some of his lineage. I don't remember what he's out of, but he is registered in the Tennessee Walking Horses Breeders Association. Yes, he is. He's got a good little gait, and he's a good saddle horse. Again, that's hip number 29, and that is Jax. Looky here, looky here. This is hip number 74, and this is Miss Trudy. She's a 12-year-old Belgian mare, and she rides and drives. I don't know if you guys have been here all afternoon, but they have literally driven her everywhere around here. She's not made the first mistake. Big, pretty mare. There she is, hip number 74, and it's Miss Trudy. That's a big, pretty mare, guys. You're just hopping on. That's hip number 74, and that's Miss Trudy. She's pulled honest just like that all day long. Hip number 74. She's a 12-year-old Belgian mare. She is broke to ride and drive. This is one that everybody has been waiting on. This is Stitch. He is lot number 37. He's an AQHA 2019 Gray Gildan. He is out of So Riveting by IE Foxy Shazam. This one is one that you are going to want to stop and take a look at right here. Riveting Detail is a 2019 Gray Gildan, and his name says it all. His barn name is Stitch. He's a 4-year-old, and he stands 16 hands, and he is pretty. Guys, he is broke to ride, and he drives. He's got the kindest manners that you've ever seen on a horse of his size. He's extremely personable, respectful, and whether you want to go to the show pen or trail riding, regardless of the discipline, English or Western, he rides the same way every day or once a month. He is broke, he is quiet, he is sound, and he will stay that way. We don't have enough good things to say about this big, nice, beautiful Gray Gildan. I do encourage you guys, if you have not already went and watched his videos on Facebook, This gelding rides and drives the best. He is super, super nice. Again, his hip number is 37. His name is Stitch. His registered name is Riveting Detail. And there he is. Guys, I want y'all to look at what a pretty mover and what a good headset that this gelding has. I mean, and I cannot tell you how pretty he is. He is covered from head to toe in dapples. He's got 3 white socks. Boy, howdy. That's a nice, nice gelding right there. Again, he's hip number 37, and that is Stitch. His registered name is Riveting Detail. He's a 2019. He's out of So Riveting by I.E. Foxy Shazam. On the top side, So Riveting, the stud that he's out of, goes back to Crimson Rouge. His dam, i.e. Foxy Shazam, goes back to Natural Iron. He is so, so pretty and so easy and willing. They were driving him around out here earlier today, never made the first mistake. That's a nice, nice gelding. Again, that's hip number 37, and that is Stitch. Here we have hip number 61, and this is Josie. She is a 15-year-old dun-skin mare. She's been a family horse for the last several years. She is absolutely safe for anyone that wants to take her for a ride. She is very well built. She's been on every organized trail ride in the Southeast and ridden extensively on all the other trails. She's not just a trail horse, though. We have used her for carrying the flag, and she's been used on the drill team. She's 100% healthy, ready to saddle, and go enjoy your way. Again, this is hip number 61, and this is Josie. And she's a pretty mare. Here we have hip number 35. This is Sancho, a 12-year-old. He stands around 16'2". They haven't measured him, but he is an Appaloosa gelding. He bathes, tides, and loads, mostly used for trails and a husband horse. He has some Western pleasure training. Again, this is hip number 35, and this is Sancho. Look at that soft, easy lope, guys. That's a big, leggy guy. Look at that big, pretty gelding move. Got a pretty blanket across his hips and has legs for days. He is a super, super pretty guy. Again, that's hip number 35, and that's Sancho. If you're looking for one that's got legs and got a pretty blanket across his hips, there he is. Look at this pretty lady coming here, and I don't have my mic on. Look at this pretty coming here. This is hip number 34. This is Promise. That's her barn name. She's a 3-year-old. She stands 15 hands, and she is Lazy Loper double registered AQHA and APHA. She goes back to, or she's out of Lazy Loper on the top and by a dam of Good Bars Music. This little mare is bred the best. On the top side, she goes back to Potential Investment, Hint of Conclusion. On the bottom side, she goes back to Zippo's Mr. Goodbar and Supreme Music. She is ready to go in any direction that you want to take her. She's been started for the ranch classes. She's been started on lead changes and turnarounds. She's been hauled to some shows and rode through pastures, gathering cattle and through the woods. Again, this is hip number 34, and her name is Promise. Watch her lope, guys. That is a pretty specimen of a horse right there. That's a nice mare, guys. She is bred the very best. She's out of Lazy Loper on the top side and Good Bars of Music on the bottom. Lazy Loper goes back to Potential Investment and Hint of Conclusive. Good Bars of Music goes back to Zippo's Mr. Goodbar and Supreme Music. Nice bred little mare. She's just a 3-year-old. She stands 15 hands, and she's got all the color that one could offer. And watch her stop. That's a nice, nice little mare. I know you guys can't see the full view of the arena here because the camera is only capable of covering so much, but that's a nice, nice little mare. Hey, will you turn her around and stop her again up here so the people at home can see her stop? Will you turn her around and stop her again up here on this end so the people at home can see her stop? She's got a good little handle on her. That's a nice, nice mare, and she's colored the very best. She's bred the very best. If you're looking for one that can go in any direction, that's bred to go in any direction, that's bred to have brains, she's young enough that you can take her home. You can start you a herd that's got color and got brains. That's her. That's a super, super nice little mare right there. Just a 3-year-old, double registered, standing 15 hands, and got all the looks that one could want. That's a nice mare. She's got a cute little head, a pretty hip, and colored the best. She's got a good demeanor about her, guys. He said she was ready to go. She just needed a good home. This is a super... He said she was super easy to be around. She clips, she hauls, she shoes, she does anything that she's asked to. Said that she just needed a good home to go to get her pushed in the direction that you want her to go in. I've not seen a mare here. I've not seen anything here that's put together as well as she is. It's got as good around a hip as she does, a pretty head, and a nice chest.
I taught her since she was yearling. Taught her to put on her. 8 months old.
He said that he's had his hands on this filly since she was about 8 months old. Said that he had her in for training. He's worked with her from the time that she was 8 months old until now. Super, super nice filly. Guys, she rides around really well. She started very well. She's good and soft. Yes, sir. Thank you for bringing a nice one. Super, super nice little mare. She trots like one should. She's got a good level, easy, natural headset. She's pretty. Hip number 38 is coming this way. This is Poppin' Pringles. He is a 10-year-old, 16 one-hand draft cross gelding. He is loving, friendly, and easy to catch. Pringles has a nice ground covering walk, a soft jog, and a nice in-your-hand lope. He has had a lot of lateral work and will excel in dressage. He rides out by himself or in a group. He's been on lots of trail rides. Traffic, dog, deer, and obstacles are not a problem for him. He has been used to move our weanlings and yearlings. He's extremely handy with neck reining and will move off your leg. He loves to be bathed and groomed and loved on. He is easy to load and unload, easy to shoe and clip. He is the type of horse that has been there and done that. He's been used in a lesson program. He's been used by a rider that's not experienced. They've been using him in English or jumping. Pringle has jumped fences, cross country, and fences in the arena. He'll jump up to 2.9 with ease. He's been exposed in the box hunting life and would be a breeze with all the knowledge that he already has. He has competed in some competitions with a novice teenager He frames up side passes, knows both of his leads in the arena. He's been used to pony young colts, and I think I'm out of battery. Hold on, I lost my battery, guys. I'll be back with the rest of that description here shortly. Don't y'all love technical difficulties? It's so good, ain't it? Okay, are we back? Yes. Well, there he went. That's Poppin' Pringles. That is one that everybody has been looking at. He is big, he's stout, and he is pretty. Again, he was hip number 38.
Lot number 69, 2016 Bay Gilded.
Here we have lot number 69. This is a 2016 Bay Gildan. He comes out of Coastal Sunshine on the top and checks the stars on the bottom, but his papers were never sent in, so he will be selling grade. He is broke to ride, nothing fancy, but he knows the basics. He has mainly been trail road, but she has worked him on the cattle some. He is easygoing, laid back, and has a sweet personality. He loads good, stands saddled and to be mounted, and he's easy to catch. He has unique markings and really stands out. He could go in any direction, and he stands 14.3. Again, he's a 2016 model Bay Gildan, and his hip number is 69.
This would be a replacement horse for the Max horse. 76 days. Both the Max horse and they put this mare.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a replacement for what you have in the catalog as hip number 76. 76 is listed as Max. If you guys will give me just a second here, I will read you the description for Chanel. Hold on just a second for me. Chanel is a 6-year-old, 15-hand Palomino mare who is grade. She has been lightly started on the barrels, has been ridden on trails and in the arena extensively. She is nice and easy to handle, moves around nicely in a lope, jog, or a walk. We can't say she's far enough along on the barrels to go win checks yet, but in the right hands, she will be very well on her way. Chanel would be a perfect prospect for roping, and she has the looks and would be great to go in any direction that you wish. She sells 100% sound. She's up to date on everything and has an up-to-date vet exam as well. Again, this is hip number 76X. This is a replacement for Max, who is in your catalog, but this is a 6-year-old, and her name is Chanel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are wanting your horse in the preview today, if you can make your way towards the arena, we would greatly appreciate it. If you are wanting to preview today, please bring your horse and move this way. Coming into the ring now, we have hip number 77, and this is Pepper. He's an 8-year-old Gildan. He stands 15.2 hands, and he is an ex-race horse. He is light in the mouth and has been started on the barrels. Pepper trail rides very well and is a quiet horse. Again, it's hip number 77, and this is Pepper. Look at this pretty filly here. This is hip number 14, and this is Patches. She is a 2-year-old Dunskin paint quarter horse filly with the sweetest personality. She has beautiful color, is well built, easy to handle. She loads, clips, ties, and stands well for the farrier with no bad habits or vices. Patches has 45 days under saddle and is willing and very quick to pick up and learn. She is going to be a very handy horse with a lot of wow factor. Patches stands right at 14 hands right now and will be sold as grade. Again, this is hip number 14, and this is Patches. She's very pretty, isn't she? Guys at home, I hope you can see what a pretty coat that this mare has. She is very eye-catching. She has a lot of eye appeal. She's made well. She's pretty. She's got a good stop to her too. In the right hands, that little filly can really go somewhere for you. You can tell she's very soft. She's very willing. And I believe she's sporting a blue eye too, if I see correctly. Got a pretty dorsal stripe down her back. Got markings that are beautiful. Super nice little lady right there. Again, that's Patches. She's hip number 14. She's just a 2-year-old. Coming in now is hip number 60, and this is Gentleman Jack. He is a 13-year-old gaited gelding, and he stands 15-2 hands. This handsome boy has been on the field trials and has done obstacle courses and is a super trail horse. He camps on a tie line and goes wherever you point him. He is very gentle, but he needs a confident rider. He will stand for the farrier. He neck reins, he backs, he parks out, and trailers like a dream. He is up to date on all of his vaccines and worming and is sound. He will be an awesome addition to your riding agenda. This kind is hard to find. Do not miss him. And look at his color. Again, this is Gentleman Jack. He is hip number 60, and you won't find a finer one anywhere. Oh, what a pretty gait. And ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind, just because these horses have crossed obstacles out in the woods, they've been ridden everywhere, a lot of these horses have never seen a place like this before. So you have to give them just a little bit for them to be able to get comfortable. They're off, some of them are looky, some of them are just not sure about things. But you just have to give them a chance as far as it goes in here. They don't know what's going on. That's a big, pretty stand-up gelding right there. He sits up in that bridle, and he is pretty, and he has got a good knee-breaking gait to him, too. He can tear the ground up, guys. And he's pretty. He's stout-made, too. A good fluid ride right there. It's a nice gelding. Coming in now, we have hip number 46, and this is TR Texas Red. Allow us to introduce Texas Red. He goes by the name of TR. He is a 2016 Red Roan gelding. He is big and stout, and he stands 14'3" and is at 1,200 pounds. My goodness, he is pretty. He is a attention getter. He has been this gentleman's go-to horse for the past 4 years. He is very dependable and a joy to be around and ride. He has been used and worked on cows along with working at the local stockyards on Thursday nights. He would make an excellent healing prospect. He sells 100% sound and has no bad habits. This is a fine, fine specimen of a horse right here. Guinea's hip number 46. Guys, there's videos and everything online of him riding around too. He's a nice, nice put together horse. This gentleman's got 2 really nice ones here. And I can say from knowing him experience-wise, he does have some nice stock. These are 2 nice ones right here. Very well made, very well put together. All the color you'd want on one. And look at that good, easy, soft lope. Lope right off. Easy. Like I just got done saying, guys, you have to give these guys the benefit of the doubt. A lot of them's never seen an arena like this before. They've never been in a crowd. There's trucks cranked. There's stuff out here. There's people all over the place. There's horses moving around. It kind of blows their mind sometimes a little bit for just a second. But after they get used to it, they're okay. So you just have to kind of look at them and be like, hey, how do you feel when you go somewhere new? You're a little bit jittery too. After this guy right here, guys, this concludes our preview this evening. We'll be back in the morning at 10:30 with another preview to start before the horses. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this portion of our preview. We will be back with you guys at 10:30 in the morning. We appreciate you guys coming out. The tax sale starts at 7. Hold on a minute. We've changed our mind. We've got one more. Don't go anywhere. So just hold your seats.
He had told me they wanted to hook the Stitch horse up and drive him and show the people.
They're going to bring Stitch back in here, guys, for the Stitch horse that rode through here earlier. They're going to hook him so you guys can see that he drives as well as he rides. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Guys, we've got one more coming in. It's actually hip number 46. It was in, no, I'm lying to you. That's what we just had in here. It's Stitch. Hold on, let me find him. He's 37. He was in here earlier. They previewed him, riding him. They went to go hook him so you guys could see him drive. He drives beautifully. So give him just a minute to get back in here. The one that's still riding around in here now for all you guys at home watching, that's Gentleman Jack. He was in here just a few minutes ago. That is a super nice gaited gelding. He's got a nice gait to him. If you guys have not already registered to bid online, if you'll go ahead and run over there and do that for us, it's going to make your bidding experience a seamless experience in the morning. The preview starts at 10:30. We'll have a second preview in the morning from 10:30 to about 11:30, something like that. The horses start at 12 noon. To register to bid online, go on over to bid.horseauctionsusa.com. If you have any questions, please reach out to me and get those questions answered before the sale starts tomorrow. In the auction box, it's hard for me to answer questions. There's a lot going on, hard to hear. So just be sure that you get those questions to me before we get started with that tomorrow.
Very good.
Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Stitch again. This is hip number 37. He was in here riding him earlier. He wanted to take time to go and hook him so you could see that he drives as well as he rides. This is a super well-rounded gelding with a good mind. Again, his registered name is Riveting Detail. He goes by the barn name of Stitch. He is out of So Riveting by I.E. Foxy Shazam. So Riveting goes back to Crimson Rouge, and his dam I.E. Foxy Shazam goes back to Natural Iron and Last Detail. This is a super, super nice little guy right here. He's pretty to look at, and he's got brains to boot. Again, it's hip number 37, and it is Stitch. Yeah, he don't even. Guys, another really good piece of information for you guys to know. A lot of horses, when you drive them, you have to drive them with blinders on. This horse has never been driven in a set of blinders. He's never had a blinded bridle on his head. He is super quiet, super honest. He is nice, nice, nice. You won't find many that you don't have to ride or don't have to drive with blinders on. Look at him stand so quiet. It's a nice little gelding, guys. Again, he's hip number 37, and that is Stitch. Okay, we're for real this time, ladies and gentlemen. We are done with the preview today. This concludes this portion of the preview. We'll be back in the morning at 10:30 for a second preview for you guys. The horses start at noon tomorrow. The tack starts at 7 tonight. We appreciate all you guys coming out for the preview, and we encourage you to stay for the tack sale this evening.